What's up, everybody? This is Preston Carr. This is episode 2 of the Ship's Log. We're here with Coach Baggett, Michael Allen, and Bryce Weaver. How y'all doing today?
Doing awesome.
Are you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Were you excited about the cold weather this morning in the lift?
Excitement is a way to explain it.
Yeah. How'd y'all feel about it?
I thought it was a pretty good lift. I thought we got that work in.
He lying. I couldn't breathe. I could not breathe.
It was biting today.
Yeah,
It was cold.
Well, I was the later group, so it wasn't as bad.
Anybody knows if I come out there in long pants, it's
That's
something.
true.
It's a bad day. It's a bad day. All right, so we're going to do a walk the plank segment. Basically, you either stay on the ship or you're going to walk the plank.
All right.
All right? So one of the first things is snow games for football games. Y'all going to walk the plank, you going to stay on the ship.
I'm staying on the ship.
Stay on the ship?
I'm definitely staying on the ship, too. I haven't experienced one of those yet, but I'd definitely like to.
Walk the plank mean like
Walk the plank, you don't want to do it.
walk the plank. Bro.
You walk the plank?
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do it.
I'm going to agree. I'm going to agree with that. Like,
Nah.
I can't do that.
No.
I can't
Those
do that.
games are fun.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, but
haven't
just
played
think
one
about how
of those yet.
cold and wet you're going to be.
No, the snow games are where it's at. You want to be in the cold. It's
Yeah.
like, think about like all the old NFL film games, right? The snow's coming down and they have like it's like the most epic shots too. And then you're probably just smashing people.
Face full of
Yeah.
snow. Yeah.
I don't know about that.
Our favorite is LaShawn McCoy's Eagles snow game where he scored a touchdown. He had snow all over his
All
face
in his face mask.
Yeah, see, like, that'd be cool.
That's not cool. That's not funny.
Come on, man. We're working on being uncomfortable this offseason. all right?
Exactly. Get out of your
Yeah,
comfort
exactly.
zone. All right, sushi.
Stay on the ship.
Stay on the ship?
Absolutely.
Front flip off the plank.
I'm with him on that, too. I don't like sushi.
Y'all don't
that
like
much.
sushi?
Nah, I don't like sushi.
Like smoked salmon?
I'm alright, bro.
We're just
Really?
all like chicken fingers and fries right now.
No.
Or raw salmon, smoked raw? I mean,
I don't want
Same
nothing
difference.
raw.
Burger.
I'm good.
I'm American.
you're,
I need
you're
a burger.
Far from that. You're far from that. All right, scary movies.
I'm jumping off.
Really?
Plank. I
No,
don't
we
mess with
have to
scary
get
movies, man.
uncomfortable to get comfortable,
Yeah,
Coach
right,
Baggett.
You're supposed to be our
I'm outta
example.
That's just not in my wheelhouse of things that I'm super interested in whatsoever. Is like watching a scary movie.
Nah, fast. I'm with you. Walking it. I'm up. I'm gone. Walk the plank.
It depends for me. It depends what movie. If it's like Paranormal Activity, scary, then I'm walking
Conjuring.
the plank. I'm walking the plank.
Oh, come on, dude. You never like get scared
If I
like
got
you're in a
group,
movie
though,
theater?
if I
Yeah,
got
a group.
In a group,
Yeah.
I'm cool. Like, two
Okay,
of us-
personally, I'm not going to watch it by myself
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that'd
not.
be crazy.
Nah,
because I'm going to get freaked
I
out.
need about 3 or more, and I can.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be able to
probably do it.
separate what's real once I'm for sure. I'm out.
All right. 4 quarters. Let's start with you, Bryce.
I'm walking the plank. Only for a specific reason. We're in pads usually when we're doing 4 quarters. We're not doing it when, we're free, ready to run.
Yeah.
We're doing it at the worst possible time ever.
Into practice.
Yeah, into practice.
Mm-hmm.
Knee pads, knee braces, all of it's still on. So, yeah, I'm walking the plank for sure.
Walking the plank.
Walking the
Walking
plank.
the plank.
You didn't even get on the ship.
I got water playing it out. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do
staying
it.
on land.
My mind says like, am I gonna enjoy this?
No,
So yeah, I'm a. Now,
That's
am I
never
going?
what it's for.
I'm gonna get it done though. If we're going for that, then yeah, I'll stay.
I
on
mean,
the
I
ship.
don't have to run them, so I'm staying on the ship anyway.
Yeah.
So.
That's great.
Don't y'all work out every morning and do
Yeah, we
runs?
train every day, man.
Do y'all do 4 quarters?
I mean, that would probably be one of the easier training sessions if I had to be honest.
Easier.
So.
Wow.
Okay. All right. Visors on kickers.
I'm walking the plank. I'm walking the plank.
I'm gonna push them off the plank.
Yeah.
I
you're
mean,
getting
it
tossed.
better be a dog.
Yeah, he
of a
better
kicker
be-
that's got a visor on, because I can't see that happen
If he kicks a 65-yard field goal, he can have the visor.
for sure.
You
can
got
have
a
the
tenant one
visor.
then. Yeah.
Definitely. All right, Bryce. I'm gonna start with you.
All right.
Tell us about your leadership role and like the transition coming in from last year to this year.
I'd say from last year to this year, I would say I was a leader last year, but I feel like we had more older guys on our O-line group, so I kind of was just, in the middle, one of those guys that was with everyone and, trying to push along, but also listen to what the older guys have to say because, I'm still got a couple more years left. But, this year I feel like I got to, step forward, be the front guy, make sure everybody – we're on the same page, same mindset because we want that aggressiveness on the O-line this year with, our new coach. He doesn't want us being, nice guys up there. So I think, just pushing that mindset to everybody. You know, everybody coming along. You know, like Carson Jones, Hayes Krill, they all do a good job with that. You know, being leaders and stuff too. So I think they also helped me. So
Hayes Creel. That's a guy right there, dude. Like, that's a guy right there. He is hilarious.
He's hilarious.
All right, dude. Mr. 252. How's it feel playing in your hometown?
You know, I would say it's a dream for sure. You know, I moved in Greenville when I was 3 years old, me and my whole family, and instantly became Pirate fans. Coming to every game, have a season ticket. So, you know, just watching, you know, guys like Shane Carden and Justin Hardy, and now being in the same footsteps that they were in, wearing the same jersey, you know, it's definitely cool. And I'm close to home. You know, all the people here know me. I'm not all the people. I'm not going to get too cocky, but most people here know me. So, you know, it's just being able to, you know, be on the front line kind of, and, you know, having the attention. I like that too as well.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I was fangirling a little bit whenever Shane Carden and Justin Hardy. You know, those like
a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. All right, so if, like you're from like a NFL town, like let's say you're from Pittsburgh, like you're thinking of NFL players.
Okay.
Greenville, it's ECU. That's it.
Yeah.
It's purple and gold.
Yeah.
So like those guys to me are like, oh, that's Justin Hardy. Like that's the guy right there. Like that's the guy that I watched every Saturday. So it was a cool experience just to meet those guys.
There you go.
Yeah, but it's also cool. I mean, obviously, I was talking to him because I coached here before as an assistant, and those guys were young, and so I'm kind of reliving a little bit of some past experiences, seeing those guys, and Bryce is like, Coach Baggett, you got to introduce me. Like, you're an adult now, Bryce. You walk up there and go introduce yourself as well. But it's cool because obviously those guys don't feel like that's what their persona or celebrity is in town, but you somebody that's grown up, born and raised here, gone to school here, watched the Pirates over the years. It's cool to like you have, you know, some skin in the game in the program too. So it means a lot to you to see the guys that have come through here and built kind of what everybody's got the opportunity now to experience of like kind of on the shoulders of those guys.
Yeah, definitely.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is.
Not gonna lie.
Yeah.
All right, so crosstown rivals from Michael right here. All right,
Man.
Let's talk about this real quick. Who's better, Rose or Conley?
All right, I'll give you a little bit of detail. When I was at school, you know, Rose got the better than me twice, okay? But, you know, when Michael Allen, when his team was at his peak, they lost to D.H. Conley. That's all I got to say.
Oh.
That's all I got to say.
What does peak? What?
My freshman year, your sophomore year, we could talk about that game. I know you have a lot to say about that game.
My sophomore year. Oh, so I ain't even play. Okay.
No, what was the game that you did that they said you didn't score? And you said,
that was sophomore year.
Yeah, it was sophomore year.
Yeah, no. Stop it. That was not supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That was a touchdown. There ain't too much conversation to have about that. I'm not going to lie to you. That was crazy.
Our first time getting here, we started talking about Rose Conley already. And first thing he said was, bro, I still got the video. I'll show you the video.
I definitely
You have the video?
I have a screenshot of me inbounds. I got to sit there and find it. But, yes, I for sure got the video.
Yes.
So what do you think on that?
You know, he was on the opposite side of the field. You know, he was on the other end zone. Obviously, he was on the visitor sideline. So all the Rose people, whenever he gets to the end zone, they're all going to cheer. But nobody on our sideline, any of the fans, like had any reaction because we.
Why are y'all going to cheer anyway? That doesn't make any kind of sense.
It was what the ref called. It wasn't. We didn't call the call. It was the ref.
Was it the white cap?
I don't know if we're that deep into that, but it was. He called it, and there was no touchdown. So, I mean, he might have video proof, but there was no instant replay there, so he can't say that was a touchdown.
I might as well have instant replay. I got a whole screenshot. I got the video. I can play it in slow mo, but it's cool. I digress. You got it.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't beat us since then.
Yeah, sophomore year, sophomore year, junior year, senior year. Yeah, it was all Rose. But, you know, before my brother went to Conley, and whenever he went to Conley, it was all Conley being Rose.
Yeah.
So it just kind of switches off here and there. You know, I'll give them the benefit of the doubt. They do have a good football team, but baseball, Conley, basketball, Conley, any other sport, Conley.
Oh, goodness.
Baseball. Baseball.
When the last time y'all won a ring? Right.
Oh,
Okay.
goodness.
Stop there.
Oh,
Like
goodness.
basketball.
Basketball, for sure basketball. I'll give you.
When the last time y'all been good in basketball?
We went fourth round my junior year. Deontay, all of us, yeah. I know you remember Deontay. Trey Clemens. Yes. Yeah, we were killing Rose in basketball. Oh, my goodness.
Y'all got volleyball.
We do got volleyball.
Softball. Y'all got
Yeah,
softball.
we got that.
And that's probably what it ends right there, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I don't know. Baseball, baseball is always. I say baseball and football are like the top for both of us.
For sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
because that's always that's always a good game no matter what. It could be one team could be undefeated, one team could have no wins, and it's still gonna be a good game no matter what. So, but
that's about all I get. But that's
Okay. All right. Well, Michael, man, you're back home. Let's talk about that.
Man, it's been a journey, bro.
Yeah.
That's about all I got. I'm happy to be home. Like he said, like just being here, watching some of the guys that we came up after. I mean, I would have fangirled over Justin Hardy too. I don't know how you couldn't, but I mean, all those guys watching. I went to Elmhurst, like right across the street. So I mean, we used to literally get in a single file line, hips and lips, walk across the street, go to a women's basketball game. So like, this means the world to me to come back, man.
There you go.
Thanks.
So did you ever come to any of the football games growing up?
Oh, season tickets.
Oh yeah.
Season tickets, yeah. And my dad actually works at the middle school, so we used to park right there at the middle school, take a little hike across the street. I mean, bro, that's what you live for if you get in Greenville. If you ain't go to a game, I don't really know what else you doing. There ain't nothing else to do.
Yeah.
So,
You drive around Greenville, you see people driving. You might be on the way to the game. They might be driving opposite way. You're like, where are they going? Yeah, where are you going?
There's nothing else to do. I mean, you take a day vacation to Raleigh. That's about it.
Okay, I got you. What's difference here than from other schools? Do you think?
I feel like Greenville is like just the perfect size. Nothing can really compare to coming back home, though. I mean, getting that love from home, kind of walking in. They were trying to give me a tour. I didn't need a tour. I done been on so many visits here. So I mean, yeah, sup dogs, good gracious. I mean, I order the same thing every time. So
there you go.
It's a great experience, man.
That's pretty cool, man.
Thanks.
All right, so let's talk about the baseball community here in Greenville. Baseball season's right around the corner.
Yes.
So let's talk about that a little bit.
First of all, I gotta go to a game. Second of all, I want to see if I can hit. So I gotta take some kind of BP or something.
Oh, you want to hit?
Yeah, I want to hit. I gotta take some swings, man. I ain't swung a bat. I ain't picked up a bat probably since I got recruited. So yeah, I just need to scratch that itch in my mind just to see if I can still do it. But the baseball community here is unmatched.
Yeah,
it's the only thing that can probably compare to the football community, and it's a real close second, but it's exciting. Hey, man, do you know about Greenville Little League?
I've heard about it,
dude. Man, that is an experience. Like, man, why am I getting punished for being late to practice? I'm 9 years old. You yelling at me for being late, telling me to run laps. I'm running laps, looking at my dad the whole time, like, bro, what's up, man? Like, it's something, but that whole thing, that is something that you really just got to be, like,
for sure.
You just got to be a part of. From All Stars, you got folks booking hotels in advance. We doing 2-a-day practices at 10 years old. Like, man, practice was never canceled.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, practice every single day.
I didn't play baseball at all, but like. You're going to Elmhurst for sure to watch that for sure. So
you're going down.
Elm Street.
You're going down to the Elm Street.
Yeah.
You're going. I don't care how old you is. You're gonna be down there. If you got any kind of friend or a sibling, you definitely gonna be there. You might be on the field.
Yeah.
For sure.
But yeah, it's definitely a whole thing that you just got to see to believe it. Because I really can't. I mean, I ain't doing it no justice just explaining it, man. Like, it's something, bro.
I know we went last year. Yeah, we were having the nationals.
Yeah, the softball thing.
Softball.
The softball.
It get real there too.
That's how it is. Basketball, like rec basketball here too. Like Greenville, like everybody's at the games. I'm telling you,
facts.
It's for real. Yeah. Like
they be sleeping on our basketball. Here too.
It's real hoop state.
We got hoopers.
Yeah, it's hoop state.
This is hoop state.
This is hoop state. NC's hoop state.
Okay. All right, we're gonna do a below decks segment real quick. Okay. All right. What strength coach do you think that catches the most missed reps?
I'll answer first since I know them more.
Why? No. Why are you looking like you just?
I'm just interested in what you guys think.
I'm gonna answer first. Matter of fact, I don't know because I don't miss reps.
Yeah.
So
I don't miss reps, but I'm saying I've been in the weight room a lot with these guys. Coach Reed always catches somebody skipping reps. They couldn't even be skipping reps. He's gonna say something to you.
Oh, absolutely,
for sure,
absolutely. Yeah, he was saying something to Creel last week. He was like, "Creel, you got to get your knee all the way down." And Creel's just sitting there saying, "Dude, I've done it 5 times."
Do it again until you get 4.
What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I would probably have to go with Coach Baggett. I mean, I ain't been here long enough, I guess, to really, say, but I mean, he's patrolling the weight room like a cop. So he got to catch something.
Fun cop.
Oh,
fun cop.
fun cop.
Yeah,
Fun cop, great cop.
We need to get like
the
a
bad cop can come in too.
Yeah.
no. We need to get like a badge for you or something. Like when you walk around with it, that means you're strictly for
I need one of the
business.
little hats.
Or the
Yeah,
hats.
one of the hat or a helmet, the motorcycle helmet. That'd be
I mean,
lit.
I don't know. I have probably more opportunities throughout because usually the way that we structure it is I'm going to see the whole room, whereas somebody individually might have a section, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then when we do like our station work, I'm usually seeing everything, but I might go with Reed as well.
Yeah,
Like in the same way where you guys are talking about, like, which is a great thing, but he's on everybody he's around coaching wise too. So, but I think that you have to, if I had to look at it, probably him. I mean, at least you're going to hear it the most. It'll hear it the loudest.
Yeah, you'll
Somebody's
definitely
gonna
hear
call.
from Reed.
Which is it's
For
a
sure.
good thing though. We need that for sure.
All right, Coach Baggett, you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, you were here during the glory days of ECU football.
That's what they call them. apparently.
2008, 2009. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I finished my playing career at Virginia Tech. I was a grad assistant there and got a job in really early 2008. So the year after the 07 year when Chris Johnson had graduated, they went to the Hawaii Bowl. Last couple of years of Skip Holtz's era. And I was here through 2011 when the first 2 years with Coach Ruff. And so if you guys know anything about those, they were just football had won back-to-back conference championships. I was also an assistant. I had a bunch of other sports. There was only 5 full-time strength coaches, and we have 8 total now, and a GA who works with a bunch of the sports. So I had baseball, and baseball had been rolling through those times, had made a bunch of regionals and super regionals and won conference championships. So it was just a really cool time to, 1, get a start as a full-time strength coach, but 2, moving here from some of the heydays of, Virginia Tech football as well. We had won 3 conference championships when I was an athlete there, 2 and 1, and played for 1, played in a bunch of bowl games. I came here not knowing what to expect. I'd never been on campus past just coming for an interview. And so to come here and then you roll into Dowdy and it's full out.
Yeah.
We've got, some dudes that are in the locker room. Training is going crazy. It was a really good coaching staff and strength staff. And you guys know because it's a lot of the names of players we've either talked about or you know if you've watched Pirate football, it's what a lot of the fan base wants to see this place get back to as far as just what it looks like and feels like to be a part of it. So I feel, special just had to have been part of that time frame. And I know that there's some contribution too from the coach's side, but at the end of the day, it's still all the players that are here that make the teams and that go and play the games. And so had a really, unique opportunity to leave here after 4 seasons and go work for the Marine Corps down at Camp Lejeune. But it was something that this was a place that I always kept tabs on, got a chance to come back up here and visit some of the players and staff while I was working, outside of college football and support this place in a different way. But it's always kept me really close to here. So having a chance, an opportunity to get back has been really special to me because this is a place that feels like home in a bunch of ways too, just like you guys as well, being a hometown type team.
Yeah.
So that's pretty
Were
cool.
you here with Chris Johnson?
No, I never was. So he had
Okay.
graduated that year. I came in the following January, February time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I walk out of practice. Shane Carter and Justin Hardy there. I see Coach Baggett just having a conversation with them. I'm like, come on now.
Yeah, those guys were like our Devo guys when I was here. So they were the young guys and they were coming on and Justin started playing. Shane had started playing but wasn't really into his full form of and so I got a chance to actually watch that as a fan too on the back end of it. So really cool. I mean the first season that I coached here, we home opened in Charlotte against Virginia Tech. And TJ Lee blocked the punt, covered it for a touchdown in the end zone. And it's full circle Beamer ball happening to Coach Beamer, and so it's really cool to be a part of that. You have mixed feelings of your alma mater and the team you're working for that's paying your paycheck now, and going but that's what we were part of, man. It was building something really special, and so to me, there's already an understanding of who we are as the Pirates and what this culture is of football is and what what we can be. And so that's part of what you guys see that it means to me, of not just coming in and making it a job, but what it is to be, make this place really special, and the type of people and the personality and the character and the culture of this place, and what the people in surrounding areas want this place to represent to them.
Yeah. So let me ask you, what made ECU a place you wanted to be?
I think one, the first time around, it was just the next opportunity, right? My wife, who was we were dating at the time, moved out here and coached. I had a daughter that was born here, and so it's just always been a place that had really good resources. And this place is a place that people love, the Pirates. And you know that the people that are in this community care about you, and we're working for, one, we want to win games, but two, there's something special about what the people care about this place more than a lot of other places, that guys that have gone and come back, right? And you feel that from like a hometown type feel. But to me, the draw is like the culture of the place, the identity of the place, like who this place really is and represents. It's really special, man. There's like kind of like a blue collar feel to it, which I, totally feel that too, and think that's something that I represent in some of my daily walk as well. So it's a place that's super desirable just to be, and obviously a good, cool, small town that, like, I've got a growing family that I think it's really unique to have them be raised in a place where, 15 minutes is like getting to the other end of town after being in and around big cities or things like that. So
that's awesome. That's pretty cool. It is. All right. So we know that, strengths have in the weight room that it's different phases throughout the year. Mm-hmm. Try to talk to us more about each phase and what we go through.
Absolutely. So where we're at right now is our winter off season. Obviously, we're in the spring semester of school, but we break up the spring semester in winter phase and then spring phase, right? So if you think about this, and you may not know, but every training phase gets only 8 weeks. So we only ever have 8 weeks of training that ends with football in some form or fashion. So you have 8 weeks of winter off season, and then we go into spring break, and then we have our spring period where we're getting spring ball in. So we're training during football. We're going to continue to improve during that time, but it does not look the same as building our foundation right now of going into spring ball. And we're really truly preparing for spring practice. Like, we want to be able to withstand the demands, and then we'll train through spring ball. We'll have a slight break at the end of spring practice. Usually, depending on the time of year, whenever the spring game is, we may have a week or two that we can train. We do like a spring combine, so we'll do a little bit different testing and things like that. And then we have 8 weeks of summer. Now, in your minds, you're like, damn, it feels like 3 or 4 months of summer, because we accelerate into summer. We've trained really hard to build the foundation so that we can hit the ground running, and summer's hard. But it has to be, because we are really building and continuing to grow that foundation and get ourselves ready for preseason camp. But that's going to carry us a lot through the end season. And so we have 9 weeks, but we have to have a break week, which becomes our 4th of July week. So you only get 8 weeks of training in the summer. And then we go into end season. And so, as you guys know that have been here, but it's literally almost 16 plus weeks of training. So we ebb and flow a lot more in the way that we take care of your guys' bodies in the end season. It's not just like Coach Baggett smashing you in the face with a freaking sledgehammer every single week of the offseason, telling you, I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter how you feel. We talk about that because we're trying to cultivate the culture and mentality that we're going to go into the end season with, that your opponent doesn't care. Your opponent hopes you have some feelings and emotions about feeling bad every single week. They want you to have problems, right? And so to understand that we're trying to build and withstand and understand how we react and grow through those seasons where we don't feel really good, my job is to for myself and the staff and the plan to be the stressor for you that you grow through. And then in the end season, we get to change and manage your bodies and still push you to make sure that we're withstanding the in-season calendar so that we can be competitive and be ready to be primed when we're ready to go for certain weeks of the season. But it's not going to look like the same weights, the same sets and reps, the same type of structure that it will be, that we have to make sure that you grow significantly off season. So that's really how we do it. And it looks different for every single year when we have a different team, right? We try to evaluate the team needs every single off season coming into January so that we give you the right plan. And as the older guys came in, and they might have been a little bit anxious as to like, oh my gosh, it's going to be like the summer again. Last year we didn't get a full winter off season with me.
Yeah.
So now you see kind of a little bit of the plan, and my goal is to educate you guys on the why and the how of everything, so that when we can go fast and accelerate into like how we need to train the right way, you're ready to go and prepared the right way. It's not always just to absolutely crush you. So I think you get a better response as a coach when there's an understanding there and you guys know why we're doing things. And it's just like, all right, I know today's going to suck. I just got to get through it. And that is part of the mental and physical growth that I think is important from our side of things, that I know that you guys know, and it's the reason why I know you guys know we care. And it's also the reason why I think it's really important for us to make sure we explain that. So I need us to be tough in an environment, but we can also be, loving is probably a different word to hear, but like, you guys understand that we care, right? And so if I'm ever on you about it, it's because I know you have more to give, or I know that like your ability and your skill set is not being displayed the right way. And so, yeah, it may sound rough like when we're coming at you, but we're coming at you because you have an idea of a standard or a goal that you guys want to have. And we just want to help you uphold that, even on the days you don't feel like it.
Yeah, I've kind of picked up on that since you've been here, that you're a big mental guy. And I noticed something on your board that you wrote down. It was discipline is choosing between what you want now versus what you want the most. Can you explain that a little bit more in details?
Yeah, I sure can. I mean, and even falling back on the mindset, I think when I go through my history of coaching and everybody hears that I worked for the Marine Corps, they're like automatically, all right, guys, it's going to be like toe on the line, hands on my hips. Like, I don't want to be a drill instructor.
Yeah.
But I worked in the environment where really elite teams grew and performed really well, and the stakes were life or death. I don't feel like I need to convey that in every group, but I got to see how that works in how we talk to each other, how we talk to ourselves, how those things grow. So in the off season, I put a quote of the week on the board and leave it up, have the team talk about it. That's this week's quote. And essentially what it means is your goals and your aspirations don't wait for your emotions, right? And to steal a David Goggins quote is you don't need discipline, motivation, you need discipline, right? And so the first week of it, we talked about every action that you take is a vote on the person that you're going to be or not going to be in the future. And we're working towards the version of that person. So if you feel like doing something, great. If you don't feel like doing something, too bad. You still need to do it if you want to be really good. And it's all based on a lot of the notion of understanding that really good habits and behaviors don't rely on the emotion of being motivated. They rely on having the discipline to do the things that you're supposed to do when you're supposed to do them, regardless of how you feel.
Yeah.
We can all set goals. We can all have aspirations, but you're only as good as your next action toward it or away from it. And so, although those are strong words, I really feel like those are actions that there are plenty of strength coaches that I call weight coaches that coach the weights, and they do a really good job at that. I just don't think that's what I am meant to do solely. I think I have a purpose that's greater than that in, hopefully building the minds and the bodies of young men, and hopefully some of these areas that we talk about consistently don't just, fly over your head or go in one ear and out the other. And I try to find stories that convey really similar messages consistently. I try to walk the walk, which is why you guys know that my staff trains, and sometimes they're like, they're probably rolling their eyes and sighing because like we're going to be up every day and training at 5 a.m. before the 7 a.m. group, and we're going to be pushing ourselves. And I really believe in doing that and doing things that we're going to have you guys do, although we're not going to do it to the same, ability that you guys can. We're going to try to push ourselves and show you that like we're going to be people after the words that we try to talk to you guys about too. And so, how do you guys feel about that? Because I that's always interesting to me. Like, you guys, we don't try to sell that as like a badge of honor, beat our chest, but is that something that conveys itself, as a checks and balances? Like, I want us to be held accountable to those things.
Yeah.
If we're not living and walking that, like I could be seeing that like, here he goes again, like talking some, that, whatever, you know what I mean?
No, yeah.
I think my first experience with you, whenever we were all doing stadiums and the skills and mids had to do the snakes, and I'm looking up, I'm like, Coach Baggett up there running with them? And I'm like, oh, we got a real deal one. But yeah, I think I like, we were working out earlier today, and I'm doing the I forgot what it was, the sit up with the plate over your head, and I'm like, oh, I'm dying over here, KJ. KJ's like, bro, I already worked out at 5 today. And I'm like, all right. I'm like, all right, yeah,
I don't have any reason
you got
to argue with you.
Yeah, you got.
I mean, the stadium was an interesting story because it was built the day before.
Yeah.
The guys, we had a team run on Thursday, and everybody's talking in the locker room complaining before the team run. And the team run was going to be tough, but they're also worried about the next day, and we were working on that piece of just like staying in the moment and not letting negative things out loud. And that was like my challenge for one of those couple weeks for like the mindset was like going on a negativity diet and stop saying bad things out loud. And it was like, man, we got 3 stadiums today. And so literally in my mind right there, I was like, I'm running with that group tomorrow. So we came out, we squatted on Friday morning. The staff were in the stadium. Fast forward, 7 o'clock group, 9 o'clock group, 11 o'clock group comes around. Then it's like 12:30 and we're on the stadium. So any excuse for me to like not do it is there, right?
Sure.
And I'm still like, I don't believe like the ripping, like the tearing into the group for like that is like going to be the right effect. So instead, I'm like, hey, make sure I'm talking to my staff. I'm like, hey, make sure somebody's at the bottom where I normally am. Make sure somebody's at the top. I'm running. And they're like, kind of look at me sideways like, you already did. I was like, this is going to make a point better than going out there. So I get to the goalpost. I'm like, follow me, run. And how we go is that when one guy turns the corner, like the next guy goes. And so I ran all 3 reps with him. And, by the end of it, there's a couple guys that like are passing me or whatever. But part of it is just like eliminate your excuses about, whatever reason to complain about it. And that was the message afterwards. It was like, that was just like, you guys don't know that I don't try to put it on you, my problems, right? Like my issues. I don't come into work and try to put on that I've had a bad day and like now coach you the way that I've had a bad day. So, you coming in and like now complaining about like in the grand scheme of things, like these things are gonna be memorable because they're difficult or hard, but like you're gonna remember those and like that's gonna be your badge of honor to somebody else later on. But to sit in it and like complain or like worry about the next thing when like you have so much, support around you, I was just in that mode of like, I'm gonna go do this and kind of show like, your excuses and your complaints aren't really valid there. And what better than like to step up and do it. Now that's not every day, but like in Fridays in the summer, my staff's going to squat and they're going to run the stadium the same as you guys are. And so by the time you get in the building, just know they've already worn it a little bit. And like whether or not they tell you, like we've already probably gotten after each other or somebody's lost their feelings on the stadium steps, whatever else. So, you can come in and rest assured that like we're going to do that and push ourselves. And it's more of it to be like feel like we're locked in arms with you guys and like and trying to be in it with you than like standing above you and being like you need to do this, point the finger. I feel like that's a way to go too that helps build a little bit of the camaraderie too, to understand that we're in it with you guys. Like we want to make sure that we're going through this together.
All right. Well, Bryce, I would love to hear you do a Coach Baggett impression.
All right, this is no matter what, we're morning run right before lift. All right, everybody, come on, let's go. Get to purple line. All right, guys, we're going to do this today. Right on 3, 1, 2, 3, right. He's going to do it out of nowhere. He could be talking real quick. You don't even know what he's going to say.
No,
he says something quick. He's like, all right, right on 3, 1, 2, 3, right.
You got to be ready to go.
You do it all the time. You know that? Like,
oh, man.
You'll just be talking and then you scream it.
Yeah. I love that.
All right, well, Coach, fellas, thank y'all for being on the podcast.
Sure.
Thank y'all for tuning into the Ship's Log. We'll see you soon. Thank you.